Panther Nation podcast. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, cut it. Cut right. And I would like to introduce one of the hottest podcasts in Carolina history. Let's go. Talk less chat. We got time to chop it up. Talking analytics and fantasy draft. You know what's up. Panther Nation representing, cause this is where we talk that. Talk that's so incredible. Make them rewind that talk back. Pause. Talking Panthers football, we discussing it all. On and off the field, you know exactly who to call. You know we the #1 podcast. Competition is non-existent, you need to stop that. Pause. It's an honor to be a Panther fan. Pause. At Bank of America, that is where we ball. Coming to the jungle, then you gonna feel the pause. Winning the trophy for the city, it is the cause. Black, white, and blue, we going Carolina strong. And this is the conversation where everyone belongs. Discussing all the numbers and topics, you know we got it. We the hottest podcast, and we poppin'. Let's go.
Yo, what's good, fam? What's good with y'all, man? It is crazy, man. Shout out to Scott Hall, man. RIP Scott Hall, NWO in the building. Hey, man, this is a wild day. It's a lot going on, and I decided to come up here and go live real quick to discuss some of these releases. Okay, so if you haven't heard, we got 100 people in the building right now, but if you have not heard and you're not on the Twitter, AJ Bouye and Morgan Fox have been officially released. Right now, we have $35 million in available cap space. I believe Morgan Fox saved us around $2.5 to $3 million, and AJ Bouye cleared out, I believe, $3.5. All right, it depends on how they do it. It could be June 1 cuts. It could be immediate cuts. I believe both of these are probably going to be immediate cuts. But again, I don't have the details of that. So as of right now, the Panthers are sitting at $35 million in cap space, available cap space. And so this is, again, everything is leading up to this Deshaun Watson trade. I can't imagine. Like, I know I've been like on the fence about it. I know I've been, and we're going to talk about it tonight about my personal feelings. But y'all, I got to be honest with you. This really looks like it's going to happen. I feel like I feel like the Panthers have the best. They could put together the best offer. I think the Texans want to be able to build a team, and they want to be able to build it the right way. They don't need or want established veterans, right? They want young dudes on rookie contracts that are good players, and we have those. I really feel like that we can put together the best package for the Texans. I didn't think. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I didn't think this was gonna happen. I didn't think it was gonna be happen. I did not think this was gonna go down. But it's a lot going on. Anytime you refresh the Twitter or refresh your internet, whatever browser, your Google, wherever you're looking at, it's a new front runner. So I don't know. Apparently, we're going to be meeting with him at some point tomorrow or in the next 48 hours. I know everybody's trying to get this done before free agency. And so the Saints are looking to meet with them. The Panthers looking to meet with them. Philadelphia was out. Now they back in. Steelers just signed Mitch Trubisky, so they never were in. But it's just a lot going on. So it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, we do have Sean Ryan. You're absolutely right. We have Sean Ryan, which is his quarterback's coach back when he was with the Texans. So that was a big factor. So we'll see what happens, man. That's one thing we gotta talk about. If he chooses, I mean, we went through this last year with Matt Stafford. We went after Matt Stafford. He said, you know what? Nah, I'm straight. So I think plan B or plan C or plan E, plan F is going to be drafting Malik Willis or somebody. But the pickings are getting slim right now. All the quarterbacks are getting signed everywhere. People are trading for their quarterbacks. So the pickings are getting slim on available quarterbacks. That could help us during the draft. But as of right now, man, we are all the way in on Deshaun Watson. Pause. So no, I do not think CMC will be part of the trade. That's not. They didn't want CMC initially. They don't listen. They know what we know. Christian McCaffrey is damaged goods at this point. They don't want CMC, and they don't. I believe they don't believe in paying running backs like that either. So would I trade Dave to get Deshaun? Nah, I wouldn't trade Dave. That's my guy. Dog, I think it's pretty high, man. We're gonna unpack everything tonight with Deshaun. But listen, we are the way these moves are being made, all these releases, and let's talk about these releases for a second, because I just tweeted out that you look at, and this is not how you build a team, right? To me, this is not how you build any sort of continuity within your roster, right? Our 2021 free agent class is damn near gutted, right? All those guys are gone. You talk about Perryman. He got traded. Dan Arnold got traded. Morgan Fox is out of here. AJ Bouye is out of here. Man, it's Hassan Reddick getting ready to test free agency. This is not how you build a roster. And I know, guys, I know we're all in on Deshaun Watson right now, so they're freeing up space. So I get the last two moves. I get getting rid of AJ Bouye. I get getting rid of Morgan Fox. I understand that. But even before that, prior to Deshaun even being in the discussion, they were getting rid of guys they had just signed. So this shows me lack of direction, lack of continuity, and it's just not good management, because guess what? These guys go towards the dead cap. Right now, we have $22 million in dead cap. That's a good solid 2 or 3 players that you could be signing right now if you didn't have those dead cap numbers. It happens. I know dead cap is a part of the game, but you can manage that dead cap by signing the right guys and not having buyer's remorse. We always have buyer's remorse over these guys that we just signed, and it's not a good look. It's not a good look just releasing these dudes that are on 2-year deals. They're backloaded contracts, and so again, you end up with this dead money. And again, it's not a big amount for either one of these guys. I'm just saying in general, that dead money adds up. It adds up a lot. And so I just feel like, again, not good. It just shows lack of direction, or you constantly changing your direction, which I thought the defense was going in the right direction, right? The defense got better, and now we're looking to our defense is about to could be potentially when you add on the factor of the Deshaun Watson trade, our defense could be completely gutted. Our defense could be damn near gutted, right? I see y'all talking about YGM. Yeah, if that's a big if YGM takes that step forward, great. That's great. That's awesome. I hope he does. That would be great news. But now you still need rotational guys, right? You still got to have, and I feel like Morgan Fox was a good rotational guy. Yeah, I see this. So shout out to Jerome with the super chat. He says Panthers are interested in center Bradley Bozeman for the Ravens. I did see that. I'll probably unpack that later tonight. So you need this is not true. You do need a QB to win, but you also need a defense. That Super Bowl that the Rams just won would not have been won without Aaron Donald. So you need a defense too. Defense is a part of the game. So who's to say the Saints aren't being a poison pill, just pressuring us? I think that could be. I think that could be mind games. The Saints could be saying, "Hey, we want y'all to give up all y'all guys, so y'all will be in a bad situation for the next." They might not even be serious bidders. We don't know. We have no idea. Nobody knows. Did you know the Bengals? The Bengals had a good defense, fam. What are you talking about? Trey Hendrickson was a beast. Their defense was good. What are you talking about? What defense the Bengals got? Yo, fam, their defense was good. I don't know what you was watching, dog. But anyway, so right now I feel like you need those rotational pieces. Morgan Fox he started out hot. He did kind of, on the tail end of the season kind of disappear. And so I feel like, I I like Morgan Fox, man. I thought he was a decent rotational player. All right. So then you talk about the secondary. There's even bigger news in the secondary, right? I think we've created a hole in the secondary. You talk about it came out today. It came out today that we just released AJ Bouye, announced that Stephon Gilmore and Dante Jackson will be allowed to test free agency, which means they ain't coming back because they're about to get a bag somewhere else. So Dante Jackson, who we all thought was going to get re-signed, it appears that he's walking, right? So now you're in a situation where you've created gaps in your defense, a defense that was solid. You created a hole in your secondary and you created a hole in your pass rush. Replacing Hassan Reddick is going to be difficult. I don't care what you can talk about getting bigger up front, but you're not going to easily replace 12 sacks. I don't care what you say. I don't care what y'all be. A lot of people say, "Oh, Hassan, he didn't help in the run. He didn't." Bullshit. Okay, I'm telling y'all, replacing Hassan Reddick is gonna be tough. Now if you include Brian Burns in a trade for Deshaun Watson, that defense is going to be gutted. That defense is going to be gutted, fam. A defense that was decent. Our defense is what we hung our hat on. Granted, I'll say this: if we were able to get Deshaun Watson, yes, he will make up for some of that. But you got to be able to play defense. You're not just gonna win outscoring everybody. That's not how the defense works. That's not how the game works. I'm sorry, you have to have a defense. And I just feel like, again, this is what I said. I said this on another stream. I don't know when I said it. I said this on another stream. We do this. This is the Panthers problem. Again, it goes far beyond Matt Rule, far beyond. This has just been a Panthers issue. We have a problem. We identify a problem. We put all of our eggs in that basket. We have a quarterback issue. We have offensive line issue. Everything is going to go towards fixing those two issues. Everything, all of our resources are going to go towards fixing those two issues. Meanwhile, something is going to suffer. And it appears that the defense is going to suffer, right? Because you get a Deshaun Watson, right? You got to have some cap space to sign some free agents on defense. You got to have some draft capital to hopefully sign to draft some defensive guys. So I just don't. Where are you going to get better on defense with all these releases? Especially if Jeremy Chin, Brian, somebody's going to be going off the defense. If we were to get Deshaun Watson, some of these guys, YGM has been in talks about him leaving. It's been him. I've heard Jeremy Chin. I've heard not all of them. I'm just saying these are names. I've heard YGM. I heard Derek Brown. I've heard JC Horn. I've heard Jeremy Chin. Who else? There's all those names. Somebody's going to be out. A big contributor on our defense is going to be out of here, fam. You can't just replace those guys and multiple defensive players, exactly, or multiple two of those guys. Two of those guys. So you don't just easily replace those guys. So that's the conundrum the Panthers find themselves in, and we're gonna unpack all that tonight at 8:30. So join us on the live stream. But I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen, but it appears that things are lining up. Again, they're going on a releasing spree here. We just to reset the room, we released AJ Bouye and we released Morgan Fox. So again, we're just to go back, 2021 free agent class. Denzel Perryman traded. Darren Arnold traded. David Moore, remember him, the wide receiver that we had? We released him. Morgan Fox got cut. AJ Bouye cut. Reddick to hit free agency. Dog, that's like 5. Well, Perryman never played, but we traded him and he went off to become a Pro Bowler with the with the Raiders. And then the 3 guys: Morgan Fox, rotational defensive end; AJ Bouye, rotational cornerback; Hassan Reddick should have been a Pro Bowl edge rusher. Didn't get it. But dog, again, it's going to be a problem. It's gonna be a problem, man. That defense is going to be an issue And again, I understand that Deshaun Watson is going to make up for some of those issues. I get it. A viable offense, an offense that can put up points, hopefully with Deshaun Watson, will put us in a better position. But I also push back to say Deshaun Watson has been on a bad team. I know that Bill O'Brien, they traded away his best asset. They traded away DeAndre Hopkins, but he's been on a bad team. It's been on a 4-12 football team before, so it's not like Deshaun is just going to come in this. If it's a bad roster around him, he's going to struggle with them. If the offensive line can't protect them, which the offensive line, I feel like we got our two tackles. I feel like those guys are set, but you still need to get some guards. Eflin is serviceable. We'll kind of obviously we restructured his contract, so he's going to be on the roster. But we do still need two guards. We still need two guards. So we'll see. So James Cameron said, appreciate the super chat, fam. He says, wait, do we think Watson's going to fix our offensive struggles? We could not do it with Cam. Deshaun is way better than Cam. You think another black quarterback will help this man? No, I think Deshaun is a special talent, fam. Deshaun is he's way better than Cam, and Deshaun Watson are in two different stratospheres right now. Cam is aging, fam. He's aging. Deshaun Watson, 26 years old. I understand the argument I understand both sides of this, and we're going to have the great debate tonight. I'm going to invite some people onto the show, and we're going to talk about this. I want to hear both sides of it. Guys that support it, guys that defend it. We're going to talk about this tonight, so I'm not going to make this a Deshaun Watson stream. But, fam, Deshaun Watson is a talented quarterback. Don't get it twisted. I just feel like he still needs to be supported. Dave is fine. It's just in the middle of the day. Dave is at work. I have about 30 minutes to my next meeting, so I decided to hop online. But Dave is fine. Dave is good. Let me see. Panthers always and only be mediocrity. That's true. We'll see what happens. But here we go. So I think the longer this plays out, though, I'll just say my opinion on Deshaun. I think the longer it plays out, the kind of worse. I think the worst position the Panthers are in. I think they have their opportunity. They got in the room. They'll be able to present their argument to Deshaun and say, hey, it's been with Deshaun and say, hey, we'll give you all the control you wanted in Texas, in Houston, where you wanted to potentially choose a coach. We'll give you that opportunity if it came to it. I'm not saying they're going to get rid of Matt Rule right now, but if it came to it, they're going to give him coach input. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, man, the defense is going to suffer, y'all. The names that have been tied to this, you're not just going to be able to replace them cats easily, fam. We already let Hassan Reddick test free agency. Good luck. We're not going to be able to replace that immediately. If Brian Burns is in that, there's going to be no pass rush. Where are you going to get a pass rush at that point? You could talk about YGM. YGM has never been an elite pass rusher. He's always been a very, very good run defender. That was the name of his game. Could he take the next step? Sure, absolutely. But YGM ain't never been a pass rushing specialist. That's not been his game. He's been a run stuffer. And so year 3 could be the year he takes that step. I expect Derrick Brown to take a step if he's not in the trade too. But if Burns is in this trade, bro, our defense is going to suffer tremendously. It's going to suffer tremendously. Let's see. What else? Let me see. Yeah, banking on Luvu. Yeah, no disrespect, but we'll see. We'll see, man. I think Luvu's gonna be solid, but keep in mind, he played in a rotational role last year. He was not a full-time dude. It's different when you get that full-time love. It's completely different. They tried to trade AJ Bouye last year and could not trade him. So I'm not surprised with the cut at all. He was floated in trade talks last year, but they never could trade him, and so they just released him today. And just to kind of reset the room, let me go to what they saved us. Going to Over the Cap. Shout out to Over the Cap, my favorite salary cap simulator. Let's see here. So Morgan Fox, again, we terminated his contract. And he will be paid $1.5 million in dead money. So I think he saved us. Morgan Fox saved us around $2.5 million in cap. And then AJ Bouye saved us around $3.5 million in cap. We are now sitting at $35 million in total cap. Oh, I need to correct one thing I said. And I'll do this tonight again. I hope everybody gets a chance to see this. I'm going to have to create another video. But if you guys watch my Deshaun Watson video about the cap implications, I need to correct one thing I said. One thing I said was that he could not. Here we go. He says, I submit to you, our defense ain't going to need to hold the team under 20-something points if we were able to give. Shout out to the Panthers den, man. 4-man rush. Shout out to y'all, bro. Appreciate that. Our defense ain't going to need to hold teams under 20-something points if we get Watson. Bro, we'll see, fam. Listen, we'll see. We'll see. We will see, bro. I don't know, dog. We will see, man. We will see. We just got to outscore teams. It just depends who's all included, man. I got to see who's included. I got to see who's included in that trade, man. It just depends. I feel a little bit better about it because listen, people keep saying that, you don't win without a quarterback. That's very true. You need a good quarterback. You can build around an average quarterback. We've seen it. We've seen teams be built around average quarterback play. I get it. You need elite quarterback play. I 1,000% agree with y'all. 1,000% agree. 1,000% agree. However, elite quarterback play also needs help. Like, we cannot sit up here and pretend like the quarterbacks that won the Super Bowl did not have good defense play around them. That is a fact. It is a fact. Go back to the Super Bowl winners. Either we talking about just winning, like, are we talking about just winning a couple of games that we didn't win last year? Or are we talking about winning the Super Bowl? Because that's different conversations. A Super Bowl winning roster has good defense play. That's just a fact. It's a fact. We can talk about just going to the playoffs, or we can talk about having a good a 10-win team and going to the playoffs, or we can talk about winning a Super Bowl. Like, I think Panthers fans are just thirsty to get some dubs, and we're completely forgetting about what it takes to win a Super Bowl, right? You have to have a good team. And I question what we can do to build around the team, to build around Deshaun, if we are able to get him, given we're going to give up all these draft picks. And again, I know that, this year in the short term, we won't have any day 1 or day 2 picks, right? We'll be solely relying on day 3 picks. You're not going to get any major contribute. If you get lucky, you could. You absolutely could. You can. I'm not saying you can't. It is certainly possible if you can get some players in day 3, but your chances are slim, right? Then you go to 2023, right? We're going to include a 2021 draft pick. So you want a first round draft pick. So we won't have that there. Cool. Can you work with the day 2? Did we give up any day 2 picks? We'll see. Can we recoup some of those picks? Because you have to have day 2 picks. Day 2 is where the money's made as far as contributors. If you're not going to have day 1 picks, you got to have day 2 picks. You got to have cap flexibility. I'm hopeful that Deshaun will be able to attract some dudes here. That's most certainly a possibility too, right? We start putting together some dubs. Then Deshaun could potentially attract some guys to Carolina. That's most certainly a possibility, right? That's true. But we will see. We don't know. Is the coaching going to improve? Right? Because that's the thing ain't nobody talking about either. Yeah, we get Deshaun. Cool. Is the coaching solid? Deshaun is only human. He can't fix everything. Right? Is the situational play calling is the defense play calling going to get better? So we'll see, man. We'll see. Again, I will invite folks on the show tonight to come up here and speak your piece. I want to hear everybody. I want to hear everybody's yeah, this is true. So that's not the point. He says you need defense, yes, but let's not act like we need big names. That's true. But have you seen it yet? Have you seen it yet? Consistently. You ain't seen it from the Carolina Panthers. Consistently. You seen flashes. You seen some flashes, bro. But you ain't seen it consistently, dog. Hey, this is true. Can Carolina even attract Watson? Yeah, only time will tell. That's true. That's true. That's true. Um, let me see. I'm trying to go through the chat. Oh, I do need to correct. I didn't go through and correct my Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, real quick, I need to correct something I said on the restructure and cap. Oh, excuse me, the cap implications on getting Deshaun Watson because I made a mistake. I said that you cannot restructure his contract when he comes to Carolina. That the $35 million was guaranteed. Yes, the $35 million is guaranteed if he were to come to Carolina, but you can, in fact, restructure Deshaun Watson's contract if we were to get him. You can reduce his contract to at least around $8 million, right? You can restructure his contract, add a voided year, and I'll show you all this tonight. But you can. The overall point is that you can, in fact, restructure Deshaun Watson's contract. I was incorrect saying that you couldn't, so I apologize for spreading fake news. Okay, I apologize for spreading fake news on that. But you can. We can, in fact, restructure Deshaun Watson's contract if we were to get him. Even if we were to get him, I based on my simulations, we would still have around after the rookies. You save about $7 million for the rookies. It would be about $10 to $12 million in available cap. So we'll see what we can do. We can see what we can do. But yeah, man. Let me see. Let me go through some of these chats. My bad. Yep. So this is an interesting question. What do we have? What do we have that's attracted to him to waive his no trade clause? Well, I think that you just have to put together a compelling argument, right? The first step was getting in the room with him, right? They're able to get in front of him and present their offer, right? Hey, Deshaun, we're gonna give you the keys to the Queen City, right? It was said that they will allow him to potentially have head coach input, right? That's what he wanted in Houston. He wanted to have input on who the next head coach was. They didn't allow that. They said that would be a possibility if they were to get rid of Matt Rule, right? They're going to give him the keys. So he does. That's another component we have to get past is that no trade clause. I've been hearing that isn't that much of an issue as it was last year. Last year, it was said that the only team who's going to waive his no trade clause for was Miami. So that appears not to be the case. And again, I don't want to sit up here. I don't want to say anything that's like the gospel because shit is changing by the minute. Literally, everything is changing by the minute, dog. So I just feel like okay. So I'm seeing news that Brandon Scherff is to the Jaguars. I've seen a couple of people say it. If you see any news, let me know. Let me know if there's any news that I need to see. Okay, so. Nah, I saw him double down on that joint. I saw him double down. That was Albright that said that. It wasn't really a head coach. It's not. I don't know. Again, I don't know, man. I don't want to sit up here and say anything like it's gospel. So take anything I'm saying as a grain of salt because I'm gonna be truthful. All this shit is changing by the minute, and half this shit is believable. Half of it isn't. We don't know. We don't know, man. We don't know. So we'll see what happens, man. Shout out to Grandizer up in here, man. Appreciate that. Hit that subscribe button if you're new here. So he deleted it. Okay, my bad. My bad. If he deleted it, my fault. My fault. My fault if he deleted it. Again, I don't know. Like I said, everything is changing by the minute, dog. Everything is changing by the minute. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. So again, I think getting in front of Deshaun and being able to state your case, that is step one. That's step one. After that, you got to close the deal. Tepper got to go out there and say, yo, well, this is what we're going to do. Matt Rule got to go out there and do his little motivational head coach thing that he does. And they got to land. They got to land him. They got to land him. So I don't know, dog. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with Deshaun. Again, we're gonna unpack the whole thing tonight. 8:30. I'm gonna allow people to come on, speak their piece, and we're gonna really debate this out, man. Because I can see both sides of the argument, having him versus not having him. And I agree with everybody that you do need quarterback play. You need some good quarterback play. And we sat up here and complained for 2 to 3 years about bad. Well, more than that. Going back to Kyle Allen and them, we complained about quarterback play. Now we have the opportunity to go out and get a top 7 quarterback, debatable, top 5, top 7 quarterback, depending on who you ask. I think you got to take that. You got to take it. But, is it worth it? Everything that comes along with it, right? It's not just that simple. It's a lot of shit that comes with it. A lot of things that come with it, man. But yeah, man. So let me see. Sean says, if Deshaun has ultimate leverage, then couldn't he make a deal to give Carolina the no trade clause exemption in the text? Yeah. I mean, he has all the leverage. Deshaun has all the leverage in this thing. He has the no trade clause. He can pick his destination, and the Texans have to essentially roll with it. They have to make a deal with whatever team he chooses. He has all the leverage. So if Carolina gets in there and bombs, and they don't state their case very well, he could say, "No, I don't want to go there." And Houston has to deal with whoever's he's willing to deal with. So that's all him. That's all him. They said, man, if Matt Rule breathes, that's funny. That's funny. But yeah, just to reset the room, y'all. Morgan Fox, AJ Bouye released. We're about $35 million in cap space. Let me show y'all what we're working with right now. Let me show this to y'all real quick. So we are at calculator. Let's do it this way. Whoops. We are at $35 million in available cap space. So this is a good look for the Carolina Panthers so far. And let's just hypothetically do this real quick. Let me go to the calculator. Oh, I'm on the calculator. Let's add Sean. So this is before any restructures. Like if we were to restructure, I'll go through that later tonight. Because I already have everything set up. But if we transact this as is, you can see it, that pretty much ate up all the cap space. Right. So we were at 35 million, and now boom. You remember like when I did the other video prior to that? We were negative cap, but now we would be, if we were to go out there and get him, we would be able to stay above the cap, and we're not done. Like we're still not done. I just want to say that too. Like we aren't done. Like you could still go out there and do a restructure for Christian McCaffrey. You can do a restructure for Robbie Anderson if you want to keep him around. So we're not done. We still got a little bit ways to go. There could still be some trades that go down. You never know. So it's a long way to go, y'all. It's a long way to go. We'll see what happens. Yeah, man. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it. Let's see. Yes, I did say this. I did say this. I made a mistake last time saying that Deshaun Watson could not restructure. That was false. That was my bad. I apologize for spreading that fake news. Deshaun Watson contract can be restructured, and I have that breakdown. I will have that breakdown tonight. Again, I have a lot going on. I got a meeting in about 13 minutes, so I'm not going to get into that today or tonight or right now, but I will get into it tonight. I will get into it as far as the restructure and how it looks. But yeah, we could free up a lot more space than just this, right? We could free up a lot and be well above board and still try to add some via free agency, because we're going to have to. We're going to have to be able to do something in free agency to kind of surround him with talent, because we won't have any draft picks. We won't have any draft picks. All right, so I'm seeing some more folks. Center Ted Karras joins the Bengals per league source, expected to come in at 3 years, $18 million. Yeah, man, these things are starting to come in. These things are starting to come in. So stay tuned, y'all. It's gonna be crazy day today, man. It's PNP Monday. I did not do a mock draft Monday today because I was hoping that this trade would go down before the next time I do one. I don't want to do a mock draft because I feel like it's all over the place. It is too much news going on. We might not have a first round pick. I could do one. I'm trying to wait till the trades go through so I can do one without those trades just to kind of see where we are. Nah, I didn't want to do it, man. It's too much going on. It's too much going on, man. It's too much going on with all these picks and all the trade speculation with Deshaun. It's too much going on, bro. It's too much going on. So I'm gonna wait until the trade goes down. I think hopefully that this trade will go down before free agency starts. So free agency, the tampering period has begun. The tampering period where you're starting to see deals announced has begun. None of these deals can become official until Wednesday. So Wednesday is the day that these deals can become official. So, but hopefully before Wednesday, we will have some clarity on where Deshaun has chosen to go. And, you know, whether you like it or not, maybe he becomes a Carolina Panther. We will see. We will see, man. We will see. What we think about Brady coming back? Not surprised. Not surprised at all. Hey, yeah, it was trash, but people needed to see it, man. People needed to see that mock draft. It's gonna get worse if we don't got no first round picks. For Brandon Scherf, yo, Brandon Scherf not coming here, dog. Brandon Scherf not coming here. But yeah, nothing can become official until Wednesday. So all these deals that you see announced, nothing can be done until Wednesday. So yeah, man, it's crazy out here, bro. It's crazy out here, man. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on, man. Just trying to see what else is going on Twitter. My bad. Just checking the Twitters. It's a lot. Yeah, so another agreement that went through was the linebacker from Bouye or Lucan. He went to the Jaguars as well. They have a deal inked 3 years, $45 million with upside to $46 million, $28 million guaranteed at signing. So yeah, man, shout out to him. Jaguars loading up, bro. Jaguars loading up. They got a young quarterback, a little bit of upside, new coach. So we'll see what happens there. See what happens there. All right. Yep, I saw this. We're interested in Bradley Bozeman. I saw that. This is a good look. We gotta be able to fix again. Sorry, my wife texted me. My bad. But yeah, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens with Bozeman. It has not happened yet. We'll see. Yeah, don't forget 35. We're gonna talk about that tonight. We're gonna talk about that tonight, man. We're gonna unpack all that tonight. It's gonna get real interesting tonight. Real interesting tonight. We're gonna unpack the great Deshaun Watson debate tonight. So that will go down tonight. Join us back. Come back again. We got 350 people in here watching. Make sure you hit that like button. Also, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well. We real close to 16,000 subscribers. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so. Yeah, Kappa went to the Bengals too, I thought. I thought the Bengals got Kappa, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that. It's a lot going on. Sorry, replying to a tweet. Sorry, my bad, y'all. I had to reply to that tweet real quick. But yeah, man. So yeah, it's a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on. The damn Bengals is loading up offensive line talent right now. So again, look at the Jags, bro. The Jags are going nuts. Jags are going nuts right now. 3-year, $30 million deal. Yeah, I will be knocking down his door. James Daniels. I have not seen anything go to him just yet. With the Jaguars, yeah, I think they had the most available cap space, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that. Let me check real quick. No, but they were top 5. The Colts have the most cap space. We're right there. The Panthers are number 6 in available cap space. $35 million. And you know what we're trying to do with that. I think that's a good look. Chargers defense listen, it's an arms race over there. It's an arms race over there in the AFC zone with the Chargers, Raiders. Yo, that is a tough division. So they got to load up. You better get down and lay down, dog. So that makes 1,000% sense going over there to the Chargers, bro. Russell Wilson in that division now. So good luck. Good luck. Clowney's waiting on the Deshaun Watson. Is he? Could we get the package deal? I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful with this. I'm hopeful that we send him off in a trade. If we were able to get Deshaun from the Texans, I'm hoping that he would be included in the trade, and we will eat some of his salary cap, and also free up some of his. It would free up some space too if we were to take on some of the contract, and then have the Texans take on some as well. So that will free up some cap space too. JC hasn't signed yet. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure, but it would make sense if he goes over there. All right, folks, I got a meeting at 2:00, so I'm about to get out of here, man. This was fun. Again, check us out tonight, 8:30. The great Panthers Deshaun Watson debate. We're gonna talk about it. Let everybody kind of voice their opinion. Should be a good one. Tune in tonight, 8:30. That being said, man, I'm getting out of here. We'll holler at y'all later. Peace.